And of course, it is just going to get better from here on forward. I think it's time for us to move back to our podium.
As we are making room for the stage once again to bring back our finalists in one of the more interesting parts again of the competition. It's time to take a final look at all of them. So this is what we call the pose down.
All right. Okay, now where is the list? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for another round of witnessing just how fit, how beautiful, how utterly perfect these people have been? Because that's what the pose down is all about.
So without further ado, we bring out our female finalists.
Round of applause for them, please. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the pose down. Applause for our top 5 female finalists. Thank you very much, candidates. Now, it is time to take a last look at our male finalists.
Pose down. Thank you very much to our male finalists. And And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our 10 finalists and their pose down.
And of course, that is one fantastic look at all of them. Of course, in a short while, we are going to find out exactly who gets to bring home the top spot.
Before we get to that, of course, we would like to acknowledge Mr. Ricky Abad and John Cuenco for our finalists' swimwear and accessories.
Right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen our candidates at their best. I believe it's up to our judges. Judges, are you still okay? Are our judges okay tonight? Are they still okay? Are they breathing?
They're all pretty much at the edge of their seats.
They've had their hydration already. Water. You're
well,
okay?
I think it's a perfect opportunity for another breather for us to take a break, even for you and me, Slide, because the excitement is again building up. So while the scores are tallying, it's time to bring out a very special number. Ladies and gentlemen, these are our winners from last year's Mr. and Miss Great Bodies. Please welcome 2011's Mr. Raniel Cabanilla and Miss Selvina Ching.
Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. and Miss Great Bodies 2011, Mr. Raniel Cabanilla and Miss Selvina Ching.
know what? Thank you very much for that, Renil and Selvina.
And of course, we're having another look at our finalists for this year's Mr. and Miss Gray Bodies. From these 10 finalists, 2 will arise, who will carry on the torch of being the ambassadors of slimming, fitness, health, and beauty in the Slimmers World International Standards.
Whew. Again, we all feel the tension, the anxiety, the excitement. But before we get to that, as I believe the results are being rounded up, there are so many people that we would like to thank for making tonight absolutely possible. As one of our judges, Mr. Butch, said, it has been an amazing show.
Oh, yeah.
Please give everybody a round of applause.
And you guys have been a great audience as well. You deserve an equally big round of applause.
We're all warriors in our own rights. We would like to thank the following people behind this successful event, beginning with the president of Slimmers World, Mr. Ronald Joseph Moy.
Thank you very much, sir.
Of course, we would also like to acknowledge Vice President and thank Ms. Helen Manansala Camacho, Chairman of the Board of Judges.
And of course, we would like to thank our beloved press and media present with us tonight. Thank you so much for covering this, for writing about it, for talking about it, for being with us and celebrating fitness, slimming, health, and beauty. A round of applause for you guys. Yeah.
Our media friends are responsible for spreading that inspiration.
Oh, yes.
The inspiration doesn't stop on the stage.
Right.
It will spread via your help. Next up, our panel of judges who have been so patient. Thank you. Let's give them a round of applause, the whole panel.
Of course, we also would like to thank our sponsors who have made this event a great success. It's a very long list. We will get down to that shortly, but right now, I believe they all deserve a warm round of applause as well.
They're the ones who gave out the special awards. Let's not forget that. And the beautiful ladies who helped us with the special awards, the managers and directors of Slimmers World. Again, please stand up. Give them a round of applause. The beautiful people who run the different centers.
Yes, these are my secret crushes of all time. Hi, yes.
And because we have over 100,000 pesos to give away in cash prizes, this lady is invaluable.
Oh yes, she is the single most important number cruncher, okay? And has been the most trustworthy number cruncher of all the competitions of Slimmers World International. Anything that deals with numbers, this is the lady who controls them all.
That is Finance Department of Slimmers World, headed by Miss Aurora Rivera.
Miss Au. Good evening, Miss Au. I believe that she is also the one overseeing the operations of our tabulators. And we have a whole lot of people to thank as well. Let's move on, Isa.
First of all, the guy at the helm of the whole production. Give it up to DJ Team Special Projects, headed by Direct Jet Loveria.
Direct Jet, you always rock.
We love you, Direct Jet.
Another fantastic production out here. Of course, we also would like to thank the stage movers, headed by Boy Regala, for our beautiful, beautiful set. It brought us back to Rome. Round of applause for that.
The hype that helps keep our energy up, Tristan Sugritan for the music.
The very handsome voice, whom you've been hearing all night, okay, other than me and Isa. He is our fitness training manager for Slimmers World. A round of applause for Mr. Robert Baranda.
Let's go down to pretty much the rest of the creative team as well. We have Ricky Abad for the swimwear, John Cuenco, our stylist, Joe De Peralta, our choreographer,
Pacor Grand Theater Management, SDI, the official provider of computers and tabulating systems, General Services Department headed by Ms. Marit Santos, and the Marketing Department of Slimmers World International. Round of applause for them, please.
Again, we'll run down the sponsors in a bit, but this is it. We have the final score.
Oh, goodness. And because of that, we would like to call in Miss Vanjie Martel, Slimmers World Miss Bikini Philippines, second runner-up for the envelope.
Getting exciting.
Tension is climbing, ladies and gentlemen.
Our competition.
Who is it going to be this year? I was partially distracted by her beauty, but of course we are still here talking about who gets to be at the top spot of this year's Mr. and Miss Great Bodies.
We begin with this envelope. The winners are second runners up. And of
Right.
course, we would like to call on our presenters for this one. We would just like to remind everyone the grand winners for this year's Mr. and Miss Slimmers World Great Bodies will each achieve 100,000 pesos worth of cash prizes and a trophy. The first runners-up will receive 50,000 pesos worth of cash and prizes and a trophy, while our second runners-up will receive 25,000 pesos worth of cash and prizes, and not to forget, a trophy of their own.
All right, there you go. Just, sorry, I was just having a good
Little
word with a good
chit-chat.
friend of mine. You know, it usually happens. I'm a very talkative person. Oh,
They're
right.
on the
there's
edge
a
of their
show. Right, you're at the edge of your seats. What's happening?
Second runners
Oh,
up.
oh, right. Second runners up.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. This has been Slimmers World's.
To present the awards, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Okay, to present the awards, we would like to call in Miss Yan Lupena, Slimmers World Pasay Manager, and Miss Michelle Calub, Slimmers World SM North EDSA Manager. Please join us on stage.
Hello, ladies. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. For the second runners-up for Mr. and Miss Slimmers World Great Bodies are
I want to hear that again. Okay, right. There you go. Second runners-up, Mr. and Miss Slimmers World Great Bodies. They are Kimberly Micah Andrea Lee and Aaron Gabriel Hernandez, candidates number 10 and 7.
Miss Kimberly Micah Andrea Lee represents once again Slimmers World Binondo, and Aaron Gabriel Hernandez represents Slimmers World Alabang.
Congratulations, you guys. You did very, very well. So we've called in our second runners-up. I believe it's time that we call in our first runners-up now. And yes, you can take photos of our winners. That's okay. He's really happy taking pictures. Hi, good evening.
And those trophies are heavy, so yes.
They're very heavy. Okay, for the first runners-up, to help us, may we request for Ms. Chato Cepeda, Director of Slimmers World Legazpi, and Mr. Great Bodies 2000 and 2010, Mr. Mark Dungo, to join us here on stage. There he is. Of course, we'd like to call in Ms. Kat Tan to also join us here on stage.
As our presenters have taken their places, ladies and gentlemen, the first runners-up of Mr. and Miss Great Bodies 2012 are Aksana Ancheta and Ariel Moleño, candidates number 6 and 17, both from Slimmers World, Pasay Road.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Second second runners-up, first runners-up, they've already been called. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the moment we've all been waiting for. It all gets down to this. And of course, to present to us the awards, to present to our winners the awards, we would like to call on the President of Slimmers World International, Mr. Ronald Joseph Moy, and the Vice President of Slimmers World International, Ms. Helen Manansala Camacho, to join us on stage. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready to find out who this year's champions are for Mr. and Miss Great Bodies?
Without further ado, the Mr. and Miss Slimmers World Great Bodies for 2012 are Ines Garcia and John Paul Mares. Candidates number 2 and 13. Gentlemen, Slimmers World Pasay Road and Slimmers World Pasig, I believe, are very, very proud tonight. Congratulations to all of our winners, Ines Garcia, Miss Great Bodies 2012, and John Paul Mares, Mr. Great Bodies 2012.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause to all our winners for Mr. and Miss Slimmers World Great Bodies 2012.
Congratulations to all of our candidates. We applaud all of you, but most especially the winners of this year's competition. It has been an absolute pleasure for Slide and myself to be with you all, saying good night and congratulations in behalf of Slimmers World International. We are your hosts, Isa Leton
and Christian Slide Ardiente. Have a great evening. God bless you all, and congratulations not just to the winners, but to everybody for keeping hold of the slimming, fitness, health, and beauty lifestyle. This has been Slimmers World, Mr. and Miss Great Bodies 2012.
See you all next year. Good night.